Okay, I'm going to run a quick little tutorial on how to use the Visible Body app, specifically the Atlas app, to do this task. Now, this is slide number 13. This is where you're being asked to look at the pronated versus supinated. So we're just getting started with our terminology for position. Now, I did include a link up here, and I want to apologize. It was the wrong link, so you can ignore that. What we want to do is follow the instructions here. So everyone should have already signed into their Visible Body accounts. If you are struggling with that or you have yet to do that and you're struggling and you need to touch base with me, please do so. All right, so let's get started. So you can read the description in our goals here for this particular activity, but I just want to kind of go over a few things. So in this class activity, you're going to be using what's called the Gross Anatomy Lab, or GAL, views in Atlas to explore and create two models showing the difference in dissecting a pronated and the supinated positions, okay? So let me show you how to get there, and then we'll revisit these directions. Okay, so you want to log into your Visible Body, and then you're going to select the Atlas app. So this is where we're going to be doing all of our dissections. Okay, so you'll click on that. It may take a little bit of time to load. You'll probably get, it'll show you some new features added to the app. You can close that down, and then when you finally get there, it's going to show you this view. So this is the views, and so you're going to select right now. The default is the system, so you get to choose the systems. We'll talk about that a bit later, but you want to select under this tab, you want to go over to the Gross Anatomy Lab and click that. Okay. And then the instructions are telling you for the first model, let's go to that. For the first model, right, we're going to, you're going to select the back, okay, and then you can choose the male or female model, all right, whichever one, it doesn't really matter, okay. So I'm going to select the back. All right, and so this is our cadaver lab. So gross anatomy, you're looking at the entire body, you're looking at the body systems. So we're going to select the back, okay? So this is known as the pronated. Think of like posterior is pronated, all right? So it's asking you to arrange it. Okay, so this can get tricky. So I'm going to use the left. So if I click on the left side of, so it's a left click, and then on the right click, I can drag it like this. So the left click allows me to do rotations, okay? And I want to make sure that I have like a bird's eye view as best as you can. And the right click will allow me to position it. And you can also use the joystick, that'll also help. And I want to be able to see the entire back. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. All right, try to straighten that out a bit more. Okay, so from here, it's simple. The directions just want you to arrange it. So I'm just trying to get you comfortable using the app and the tools and the joystick here. And then you're going to add your name. So to add your name, you click the draw button, okay? And we'll talk about this a little bit more, but I'm going to hit draw. And then I want to make sure these are all the default settings, which is perfect. So we have the pencil. I'm going to use black to draw with. And then this is the thickness. So this one can be tricky. So you want to position it somewhere along the back, click on the left, and then you will just sort of scroll along the touchpad to draw your name. So I'm going to put my name down. All right. All right, it's coming out super messy. It's going to be messy. I don't care. Or I'm not judging you on your penmanship. Perfect. And then you'll take a screenshot of that. We can talk more about screenshots. We did do a quick little lesson on that. So I'm going to take a screenshot and then I will add it to my notebook. Okay, so it gets saved there. The other thing that you can do is you can save all of your views just by clicking save, and I'm going to write pronated and save that, okay? And it gets saved into our library. I'll show you where that is a bit later. All right, so I'm all done with that drawing, all right? So the next thing, so you'll add it to your notebook, okay, over here. And then models, that's model one. But model one, I have two parts to this. Now we're going to use the dissecting tool to remove superficial layers of skin, okay? And anything else that you'd like to do. Just explore. I just want you to play with the app. This is just getting comfortable using the app. Okay, I'm going to leave my name there, and I'm going to just start dissecting. So I'm going to hit the dissect tool, and I'm just going to kind of dissect away a few structures. Maybe I'll remove some of the triceps here, some tricep muscles. Maybe I'll go a little bit deeper here. I want to get to some organs. All right, just start removing some of the structures here. Okay, just have fun, explore, check it out. You can remove as much as you want. Try to remove a bunch. I'm just like randomly clicking here. Okay, I just want to get to some deeper layers, right? So get rid of some of these superficial. So right here I have a lung that's being exposed and so on. I actually dissected away some of the lung. So just kind of dissect away some of it and then explore. One of the things that you can do is I'm going to remove the dissecting tool. Another way to do this is simply click and you'll see this menu pop up. It's telling me exactly what it is I'm removing, and then I can hide it and it'll remove it for me. So I can click, hide. There's so many different ways that you can use this app depending on what you want to do. Okay. Once you've dissected a few other structures, your name is already there, so you don't need to add your name again. Okay. And then we want to take another screenshot. Remember, we want to make sure that we've cropped it. We don't want to take the whole entire image. Now, if you don't crop it here, right, and you can see that here's the image that I've taken a picture of. Right? So I'm not using a Chromebook, so it'll look a little different. You just want to make sure that you do crop it before you add it into your notebook. All right. So you'll add that second one here. So 1A goes here, 1B goes here. And then 2, it's doing the same exact thing, but now we want to flip our model over, all right? So we're going to add, we're going to do the supinated position, okay? All right, so let me go to that. Oh, actually, I misspoke. So the 1B is also in the supinated position. And then on the 2, we're flipping them. I think I've got these labels wrong, but I'm going to kind of guide you through that. Sorry about that. Sorry about the confusion. So now I'm going to go back to views. Okay, so if that happens, go to menu. I want my gross anatomy. Go to back. I want to flip this. So I just want to go to the supinated position. Okay. Right, we zoom out, try to fix that, make sure it's straight. Okay, I'm using the left click and right click here. To do that, you can also use the joystick. We'll zoom in. Again, you can choose male or female models. Okay, and then I'm going to, again, write my name. Okay, actually, let me talk about this. So you notice how this is showing you to zoom in and out. So what this blue screen is showing you is just where you want to put this in. So you would left click and then just sort of on your touchpad drag. So this is telling me how deep I want to put my label. Okay, so I can have it hover really high up, or I can have the label go deep. Now remember, these are 3D models. So this app is a 3-dimensional tool. It's not just looking at a flat image. All right, so I'm going to put it right about there. Actually, I want to kind of get it sorted to the surface a little bit more. All right, that's pretty good. All right, I'm going to start my drawing. I'm going to add my name. All right, there we go. And then I will click on the drawing again because I'm done with that. All right, and then you'll take your screenshot of just this image. Okay. So all my screenshots, when you do that in your Chromebooks, it'll get saved to your drive automatically. And then you're going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to just start clicking. I want to remove some of the superficial skin. Now you can, if you want to dissect more, so I'm doing click and hide. I'm also getting familiar with some of the terminology here, which is helpful when I do the click and hide, or I can just hit the dissect tool and just dissect away. And it should remove several structures. You can go deeper. You can take a look at some of the different layers of muscles as you go. Explore, 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 and so on. Okay, and then you'll take a screenshot. Maybe you want to go a little bit deeper. Check it out. Have fun, right? This is anatomy. It's all about doing anatomy. It's learning about the body structures. Okay, so just keep clicking. You can learn some of the structures. I'm going kind of quick, but you can stop for a moment and you can see all the different names. Okay. Once you feel like you've explored enough, you've gone pretty deep, look at those different layers from superficial to deep, then you can take your screenshot. Okay. And I've got that there. You can also save it in Visible Body. We'll talk more about that as we move through the course. And then here, I think I've misdescribed this, but those are the 4 models. I want a superficial one with your name and then just go a little bit deeper. So remember, pronated is looking at the posterior position, and then supinated is looking at the anterior position. Okay. So from here, I'm going to minimize this just so I can show you. I'm going to be dragging. Again, you know how to insert my My laptop is a little different than a Chromebook, so I'm just going to, all those images got saved to my desktop. So I'm going to drag those in here. So this is my anterior. It looks like this is my dissected anterior, or my deeper layer. So I'm just going to plop that in there. Here is, this should be my other anterior, my superficial anterior. My posterior, or my pronated. This is the dissected one where I looked at the deeper layers. And that's how I'm plopping it into my notebook. And you want to make sure, again, that it is cropped, okay? Because you can see that the images are already going to be pretty small. If it wasn't cropped, I'm really not going to see it at all, okay? So you got those 4 images. So this is exactly how I want this page to look in your notebook, okay? Ask if you have any questions. You know how to reach me. I'll talk to you next class. Bye.